you all are fine. Welcome to the English Academy. In this video, we are finally going to start the novel The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. If you have watched the videos posted on the channel earlier, so you will get to know the introduction of all the chapters together. There are 27 chapters in the novel. There is another video posted on the channel in which you will get to know the introduction or a little bit information about the characters included in the novel. Right here, we are going to start with the very first chapter, and the first chapter is There Is No One Left. Before going towards explaining you the chapter or giving you a comprehensive overview, I want you to get the meanings of some of the difficult words which you will encounter when you will be reading the whole chapter in your novel. But before going towards it, I want to explain you or tell you something really clear, that these all meanings are in context with the story of the chapter, right? That's mean these words could also have other meanings, but right here in this novel, in this chapter, these words means the same as written in front of you, right? First is disagreeable, means unpleasant, unfriendly, sour, feeling disappoint, amused to entertain someone. Sickly, ill-looking, poor health, fretful, irritation. Clinical, exercising power with cruelty. Stammered, speak with involuntary pauses. Passion, strong emotions. Slunk, move smoothly with gliding steps. Ashy, a pale greyish color. Veranda, a roof platform around the house. Scarlet, a brilliant bright red color. Muttering, expression of dissatisfaction. Disdaining, considered to be unworthy. Imploring, begging. Wailing, crying with pain or grief. Bewilderment, perplexed, confused. Scarcely, shortly. Affectionate, showing fondness. Desolation, a state of complete emptiness. Loneliness. Now, this is the time for the summary or the overview of the chapter, and you can also say the synopsis of the very first chapter. The first chapter is all about There Is No One Left. The novel begins in India, where Mary Lennox, you know, that is the main character, a pale, thin, and bad-tempered little girl of about 9 years, lives. In novel, she is described as ugly and disagreeable, means unpleasant, unfriendly, because of she has been neglected and spoiled since birth. Her mother was a beautiful lady, but she was selfish and self-absorbed. She ignored Mary and left her in care of Indian servants. Actually, her mother was so self-obsessed that she did not take care of Mary. She did not even like to see her, so she was all on her ayahs and servants. Even a little task which Mary herself can do is to be done by her servants and ayah, and that is why she became so spoiled and bad tempered that she was, she cannot fit in the society and with the people or with the kids of her age, right? And the main reason is her parents. She is actually a neglected child, you can say. Mary was lonely and underdeveloped. She barely knows her parents. Suddenly, a cholera epidemic breaks out in the region, and everyone was getting. Mary was lonely and underdeveloped. She barely knows her parents. Suddenly, a cholera epidemic breaks out in the region, and everyone was getting ill and dying rapidly. And this makes the child more lonely as all the servants left her alone. She remained in house alone for 2 days without any care or food. So this is the reason behind her parents' death. There was a deadly disease spread out at that time in India, and unfortunately she lost her parents. Even her servants flew away, or you can say escaped the place in order to get themselves safe from the cholera or the disease. So she was left alone in such a big house, and for 2 days she was without any care or food. When the cholera was over, the British officers entered the house and discovered Mary, who has survived unnoticed, and her parents died. After the conditions were normal or favorable, the British officers came, and what did they find? They found Mary. With no one left to come for her in India, she was sent to England, where she will live with her uncle Archibald Craven at his large and mysterious estate, Misselthwaite Manor. When British officers found that Mary has lost her only relation, that was her parents, so she was sent to live with her uncle. Her uncle name is Mr. Archibald Craven. He lives in such a big manor that is called Misselthwaite Manor. The Misselthwaite Manor is quite a mysterious place. You will get to know when I will be explaining more chapters to you. So finally, by the end of this chapter, she was sent to this place. Now, from now onwards, Mary is going to have a new journey. She is going to live in her uncle's house. We need to see that how the story will progress, what she will discover, and finally, ultimately, what the secret garden is all about. So this was all from the chapter number 1 of the novel The Secret Garden. There is no one left, and in this chapter we came to know that there was no one left because of a disease spread. Mary's parents were died and she was left alone. Because there was no one to take care of her, so she was sent to her uncle, Mr. Archibald Craven. He lives in England in a manor, and the name of his manor is Misselthwaite Manor. That's all for this video. If you are still having any query, any question regarding chapter number 1 of the novel, you can ask me in comment section. And for the explanation of the other chapters, you need to stay tuned and subscribe the channel. Till the next video, take care. Bye bye.